Good morning, students. Today I am going to continue activity sheet 5. In the previous video, we had done till exercise number 5. Now we have to continue with exercise number 6. So before that, we have to read this one and ones. Today, you will know what is the difference between one and ones. We use one singular and ones plural as pronouns in place of nouns. Again I am repeating, listen carefully. We use one singular means we use one as a singular and ones for plural as pronouns in place of nouns. See the examples. I need a pen. Have you got one? Here it is. One is written. It's very bright. Here this one. Here it is written one. You can see in your book. Okay. So, I need a pen. One pen. That person is needed. So, I need a pen. Have you got one? One is equal to one pen. A pen. Okay. I have got this one only. I have got this one only. But I need it myself. Now, second one. Is there a bank near here? Yes, there is one at the end of this street. Yes, there is one. Again, they are talking about one particular thing. So, they are using one. O-N-E, one. At the end of the street. So, one is equal to a bank. Before in the previous sentence, one is equal to a pen. Means one is equal to one pen. And here one is equal to a bank. Because they are talking about a bank. Now see the third one. Could I have those flowers? Now listen carefully. Here they are talking about flowers. Means plural they are talking. So starting I told you. O-N-E-S ones for plural. So here flowers are what? Flowers are plurals. So which ones? Which ones? Now here ones is equal to flowers. Means more than one flower. That's why it is flowers. The red ones. Means that person needed the red ones flowers. Okay. Now see the exercise. Complete each sentence with a or an plus one of the following word plus one. O-N-E, one. Now see. Words are given. You have to choose from the box. See the first example. This box is too small. I need a big one. Now see the second one. This cup is dirty. Can I have a clean one? Can I have a clean one? Now see third one. He is a slow worker. We need a faster one. Fourth one. I want today's newspaper. This is an old one. He is dishonest worker. But I need an honest one. I'm going to sell my old car and buy a new one. 7. This camera is very costly. I would like a cheaper one. 8. That's not a very good photograph, but this is a better one. This exercise is rather difficult. Give the child an easier one. We always go to the same restaurant. Today, let's go to a different one. Now, this is finished. Come to the next. A asks B some questions. Use the information in the box to write B's answer. Use one, not A or N, in the answer. Okay, now we have what they are saying. They are saying A ask B some question, means A is one person and B is one person, and A asks some question to B. Now you have to answer. What we have to do? Use the informations are given. These are the information. Okay, so use the information. We have to write the answer of B. See, first we have to see the options. Hasn't got a pen, doesn't need a car, hasn't got an umbrella, is going to buy a bicycle, has just had a cup of coffee, has a bicycle without a carrier, there is a chemist at the corner. So we have to choose from this box. Have you got a bicycle? No, but I'm going to buy one. I'm going to buy one. Second, can you lend me a pen? I'm sorry, I haven't got one. I haven't got one. Here it is hasn't is written because has is used for another person and with I have will come. That's why here hasn't, and when you have to write the answer you have to use I haven't got one. Now third one. Is there a chemist near there? Yes. There is one at the corner. There is one at the corner. Now fourth. Would you like to have a car? No, I don't need one. No, I don't need one. Now fifth. Can you lend me an umbrella? I'm sorry, but I haven't got one. But I haven't got one. See. Would you like a cup of coffee? No, thank you. I have just had one. I have just had one. 7. Do you have a bicycle with a carrier? No, I have one without carrier. Here it is. I have one without carrier. Now this exercise is finished. Come to next. Now see your 7th, 8th exercise. Say each word, then circle the consonant digraph. So what you have to do, you first have to understand what is consonant digraph. Here the definition is given. A consonant digraph is a combination of two consonants. Consonants you know, except vowel A, E, I, O, U, the rest of the letters are called consonant. So here what is written? A consonant digraph is a combination of two consonants that together represent one sound. Okay? See, graph, PH sound, P and H are two consonants. That, TH, KN, OW, no. KN is different sound. So when two consonants together represent one sound, a consonant digraph is made up from two consonants which join together to produce a single sound. Means two consonants are there but together they are represent one sound. Okay. So there are some words in which what you have to do, you have to circle the consonant digraph. Okay. See how you have to do. Like first one, sign, GN. You have to circle only GN. This is your consonant digraph. Now ticket, CK. CK is your consonant digraph. And a school, CH. CH is your consonant digraph. Well, first you have to say each word. First you have to say each word aloud and then you have to notice Which two consonants are making one sound? Now, you can say here tough, GH, wheel, WH, okay, throw, TH, rough, GH. So like this you have to do this exercise. This is your rest is your homework. You have to try, okay, and answer I will give in the PDF. So just once you have to try this. Now see the next exercise. Find in the puzzle all the words given in the box. Circle each word. Very simple. Words are given. You have to find the words in this puzzle. So this is also your homework. Okay. This is your homework. Now move. 10th exercise. Say each word aloud and circle the consonant digraph in it. The same exercise. The 8th one. Again the same exercise you have to do. First one is sign, GN. You have to circle this, GN. Then GNAW. What you have to pronounce it? No. Okay, no. Wrist, WR. Knife, KN. No, KN. Patch, CH. Tough, GH. Rough, GH. Rough, PH. Martu, TH. TH. Choice, CH. Wrong, WR. Phone, PH. Kitchen, TC. Chemical, CH. Okay, so like this you have to do the 8th one exercise. Now the next exercise, find from the box an appropriate word to complete each sentence. Here the words are given. Okay, maths, curve, nose, teacher, wrote, white, sign, think, laugh, school, mother, elephant. Now see the sentences. He dash, I won't help him. He knows, I won't help him. The picture made me dash a lot. The picture made me laugh a lot. Do you dash? You can cheat me? Do you think you can cheat me? The teacher dashed her father a letter. The teacher wrote her father a letter. I have to solve some problems in dash. I have to solve some problem in maths. My dash helps me do my homework. My mother helps me do my homework. And dash is the biggest animal on land. An elephant is the biggest animal on land. Mrs. Dash was waiting for her husband, Mrs. White. Here you can see White is written with capital W. So it's a name of a lady. Okay. So Mrs. White was waiting for her husband. My dad has dashed my application for leave. My dad has signed my application for leave. He didn't come because he had a bad dash. He didn't come because he had a bad cough. The dash bus comes daily at 8 o'clock exactly. The school bus comes daily at 8 o'clock exactly. Our English dash explains the rules very nicely. Our English teacher explains the rules very nicely. Now, this is also finished. See the last exercise. Find word or phrases in the text below which mean. So, we have to find word or phrase in the text below which mean. These are some phrases. words, we have to find out their meanings in this paragraph. Now see, first we have to read this. Bless you. It is a custom in Britain to say bless you when someone sneezes. It is said that this has its origin in an old belief. According to the belief, when someone sneezes, their soul leaves their body for an instant. If the devil or some evil spirit happens to be around, it would snatch the soul and carry it off. For this reason, people say, bless you, to protect the sneezer against evil. Even though hardly anybody believes it now, many people still say, bless you. Similarly, people often say, touch wood, and touch some wooden object to bring luck. If you ask someone how they have done in an examination, for example, they might say, oh, quite well, I think touch wood. The origin of this is not known. So, now we have to do the meaning. Take quickly. It means, see, take quickly means you have to find here snatch. Okay, SNATCH, snatch. Now the second word, beginnings. Beginning means, and the second line it is origin. ORIGIN, origin. The third one, very bad. Very bad means, wait, see the last page is open. Very bad means, here it is, hardly. No, very bad means evil. This is the third one, evil. Now the fourth, almost no one. Almost no one means hardly. Okay, almost no one means hardly. Now the next one, in the same way. In the same way means, the first word here, similarly. In the same way means similarly. Now the last one, a short moment. A short moment. See here in the fourth line, instant. Okay, so here your activity sheet 5 is finished. On Saturday I will give you PDF of all the answers. Now I'm going to end this video. Thank you.